What's up, everybody? Maddox here, and welcome back to the Poke Historian. This is the show where we take a look at some of your favorite Pokemon cards you know, and hopefully some you don't know. And today we go back to 2004, which was a year when Pokemon really wasn't doing that well. It was not that popular. A lot of people at this time, believe it or not, had switched over to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the new hot card game on the market. And a lot of Pokemon card sets from around this era just kind of got forgotten. But just because people weren't paying attention doesn't mean there weren't a lot of beautiful cards. Just like this one right here. We have the Suicune EX from EX Team Magma versus Team Aqua. So Team Magma versus Team Aqua came out on March 15th, 2004. Had 97 cards in total, which is really pretty modest by today's standards. And the big draw of this set were the two evil teams from Ruby and Sapphire, being Team Magma versus Team Aqua. I'll show you an example. A lot of the cards in this set were based around one of the evil teams. For example, here we have Team Aqua's Walrein, and then you have Team Aqua's symbol down there. And they were meant to represent the two evil teams from the game, who of course in Ruby and Sapphire were at odds with each other, trying to change the environment. So it was kind of like a, sort of like a sequel-esque set to the Team Rocket set we'd gotten during the Wizards of the Coast era, but kind of modernized to fit the Ruby and Sapphire storyline there. But anyways, going back to the actual Suicune card here, another important thing about the EX era of Pokemon cards was, of course, the EX cards themselves. This set had 7 of those cards. And the main draw of these EX cards was the fact that, well, I should say these early EX cards since we have the new ones, but the early EX cards is what they were much more powerful than your typical Pokemon cards. However, when they got knocked out here, you can see that you would lose 2 prize cards instead of 1. So there was sort of a risk versus reward to playing these cards, just like there is today in the TCG. So it's cool to see that this dynamic here started back in this era. Also noteworthy about this particular set, as you can see here down at the bottom left, we still have the e-reader symbol. Now, there's a misconception that the e-reader cards ended with Skyridge. However, that's not true. The first few sets of the EX era also featured e-reader cards. And this is living proof. This is one of them right here, although you can't scan the holographics. So this was the last set to actually have those, which is really cool, and I think makes this set more noteworthy than people realize. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork here. We have a beautiful rendition of Suicune here in this very shallow water, just looking at us. I love the way that Suicune just kind of glows here. It's just an absolutely gorgeous artwork. Typically, I'm not really into a lot of the 3D artworks, but I feel like it really works for this Pokemon, and the colors are just outstanding. It looks so mystical and majestic. I just can't help but love it. And then you got the 2 attacks there, Energy Flip and Reverse Stream. And then down there at the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the symbol for Team Magma versus Team Aqua. So to me, this is definitely one of the standout cards in the set, if not the standout card in the set. And I just love all the holographic you got going on here. I like how the borders are holographic. It's a card I've been chasing for a long while, and I actually just got it yesterday. And I'm happy to get to show it to you all and to try and give a little love to Team Magma versus Team Aqua, because that set seems to just be universally forgotten. And the truth is, it ain't that bad. It doesn't compare to modern sets, but I mean, there's still some really, really pretty cards. And I think this is one of the best Suicune cards we ever had. The only one I can think that might top it, maybe, is the Crown Zenith card. But anyways, thanks for watching this episode. If you like this video, leave me a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think of this card down in the comments. Talk to you later.